This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
A St. Louis County man admits to police he killed his wife with a hammer. The crime happened inside their home in South St. Louis County. Tonight, advocates are raising awareness about domestic violence. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. Justina Coronel returned to the scene today, speaking to neighbors and an organization actively working to help victims. She joins us in studio. Justina, what can you tell us?
Well, this all happened yesterday morning before 10 in South St. Louis County. And 62-year-old Robert Leverance told police he wanted to murder his wife, and then he attacked her.
So I was just coming home from McDonald's and I seen that crime scene tape, and I knew enough, watching the first 48 and all that something bad must have happened. And I was like, yeah, somebody had to pass away.
Neighbor David Crone was right.
We ended up hearing that he killed her.
The crime scene on the 4200 block of Lee Shore Drive sits near his South St. Louis County home. Police charged 62-year-old Robert Leverance for the murder of his wife, 62-year-old Kathleen Leverance.
So I used to just walk my dog a lot up there, just around, and they always seem like a nice couple, always say hi to me in the garage.
Police say the suspect told them he tried to murder his wife. Then he strangled her and hit her with a hammer several times. Police found her in their bedroom dead with severe injuries to the head, and he was arrested.
We try to look out for each other around here, but I guess you never truly know what happens behind closed doors,
The very same day of the crime, local domestic violence organizations met with Congresswoman Cori Bush to talk about the continuous disturbing trend.
The importance of us even coming onto that town hall was to make sure that individuals know that if they are in a dangerous situation, that there definitely is help out here.
Diamond Diva Empowerment Foundation attended the meeting as just one of their efforts. The organization is even compiling 5,000 love packages for Valentine's Day.
When they do flee, or if they're able to get out, we can provide the basic essential needs. So we're looking for toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant.
Both the organization and Crone believe it takes a community to make change.
I think St. Louis, we really need to tone down the crime, and I think we can do better.
We can possibly curb this epidemic that we are facing here in St. Louis.
The suspect is being held on $1 million cash-only bond. We're told right now he's in the hospital because he injured himself after the alleged crime. Now, if you'd like to reach out to Diamond Diva Foundation, you can call 314-328-4348.
Members of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen are calling on Police Chief Robert Tracy to apologize for comments he made about a police SUV crashing into a South City gay bar. The bar owners and some aldermen are calling for mandatory sobriety tests anytime a police officer wrecks a department vehicle on the job. The chief is facing some criticism now for offering this theory on why the story attracted so much public outcry.
If this accident happened down the street and didn't happen at an LGBTQIA+ bar, I don't think anybody'd be calling for that.
I completely disagree with them. I think any time a city-owned vehicle or a city employee is involved in a vehicle accident, they should be drug tested and sobriety checked. It happens in any other workplace.
Bar owner Chad Morris appeared in court this morning and asked the judge to grant him a jury trial. The next hearing is scheduled for late next month.
Today, the Webster Groves School District shut down an incentive plan to offer teachers early retirement. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer explains why it's no longer on the table and what's next. Diamond.
Well, and the idea of the incentive plan was brought up late last month so the district could recoup millions in lost revenue because of the pandemic. Today, the school district superintendent struck it down, worried they wouldn't fill the positions of people who retired quickly enough.
Just 1 week after the Webster Groves School District proposed an early teacher retirement plan, they've shut it down.
At the end of the day, didn't feel that it would be in the best interest of the district to move forward. And really the reason for that is because it becomes harder and harder to hire teachers and staff these days.
The incentive plan would have allowed 55 eligible teachers to retire early from the district, buying them out. During a special school board meeting Friday afternoon, John Simpson, the district superintendent, said he was concerned. March being the month that teachers sign their contracts for the next school year.
There's a federal law that requires any type of plan such like this to be made available to staff for 45 days.
Saying no to the incentive plan still leaves the district searching for ways to recoup revenue loss. Officials estimate next year the district will lose $2 million in revenue.
One of the things we're diving into right now is doing a survey to look at all the software programs in the district, and are we duplicating any services? Can we save money if there's a product being used by multiple buildings?
The district says they've also reduced their budget and will fill less positions based on enrollment numbers. Meanwhile, the superintendent says they are willing to discuss a possible early retirement plan in the next school year as they continue to look for ways to decrease their revenue loss.
It would certainly be something that we would be bringing much sooner to the board for consideration than when we did this year.
Now, 80% of Webster Groves School District's budget goes towards paying employees, and the district says they'll continue to meet with their budget planning committee to address revenue losses.
If you drive a Hyundai, you may be in need of the latest anti-theft software upgrade.
The automaker is in Chesterfield this weekend doing the work for free. 5 On Your Side's Travis Cummings reports on the solution to a long-standing problem in St. Louis and across the country.
When my daughter started going to college, I got her a car, something that we could trust.
Hyundai is part of his family.
My second daughter, I got her a Hyundai, but that one got stolen.
That's why James Brigham was first in line at the automaker's anti-theft mobile clinic happening this weekend.
The car that I brought today can't get the upgrade, but there's a cylinder lock that they're going to put on it. So, that's going to help too.
Hundreds of others have rolled through the parking lot at Chesterfield Mall near the old Sears to get anti-theft software installed for free. A design flaw allows thieves to easily steal models between 2011 and 2021 that use blade keys. The software upgrade gets customers in and out in less than 30 minutes.
It's ridiculous that individuals are, plotting against one particular brand. But we all know where it started from, the internet.
Deion Sanders and her mom got in line, walking away with a free install and a free steering wheel lock.
Whatever can deter an individual from saying, not today, that'll be worth it.
This is Hyundai's 10th city putting on this mobile clinic. They've been to Jennings and now Chesterfield. As they've been moving, law enforcement partners and city officials say the crime has been dwindling. About 1,250 Hyundais were stolen in St. Louis County alone in 2023.
A terrible inconvenience and a burden on our customers, but it's also a burden on the communities and on the police departments that have to enforce and deal with all the theft issues. So we're really here to help everyone as best we can.
Travis Cummings, 5 On Your Side.
Again, Hyundai's anti-theft software upgrade clinic continues tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's free and you don't need an appointment.
Coming up, self-regulating at the self-checkout. How the rules vary at the area's 2 biggest grocery chains.
Plus, if you have expired plates in Jefferson County, get ready to be pulled over. The crackdown that started today and the penalties that come with it.
And boy, what a change. After being in the 70s yesterday, those low clouds kept many of us in the 40s, but not everybody. Who saw 70s today, and if we have that in the forecast anytime soon.